Okay, so these two formulas are very important. Nth term formula is a plus n minus 1d. Last term formula is also same, a plus n minus 1d. Now we will use these two formulas to solve different questions. Okay. If the pth term means AP, okay, pth term formula is given, AP is equal to 2p plus 3. Okay, this formula is given. We have been asked to find the AP, arithmetic progression. Each term we have to find. Okay, so A1 is equal to, means in place of P we have put 1. So in place of P we have to put 1. 2 into 1 plus 3, which is 5. Okay. Similarly, A2 is equal to 2 into 2 plus 3. 2 into 2 plus 3, which is 7. Okay. A3 is equal to 2 into 3 plus 3. 2 into 3 plus 3, which is 9. Okay. A4 is equal to, this is important, okay, for this example, 2 into 4 plus 3, which is 11. We cannot find every term, okay. So let us write the AP. The first term is 5, then 7, then 9, then 11, okay. So what is the rule? Plus 2, okay, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, okay. 13, okay, 15, dot dot dot. So this is the required AP. Now different AP will have different formula. For this AP the formula is 2p plus 3. For different AP the formula may be different. It may be p minus 3. It may be 3p minus 2. It can be any other formula, okay? But it will always be linear. See, p power 1, it will always be linear. Now let us move to another example. Find the 30th term. We have been asked to find a 30, okay, of the sequence 1 by 2, 1, 3 by 2. This is a sequence. First check it whether it is an AP or not. 1 minus half is half. 3 by 2 minus 1 is also half. Means it is an AP. Okay, the difference is constant, means it is an AP. How to check a sequence is AP or not? Just take the common difference. If it is constant, then it is AP, otherwise not. Okay. First write A. What is A? 1 by 2. Okay. Then write D. D is equal to right minus left. 1 minus 1 by 2, which is 1 by 2. Okay. So first term is 1 by 2. The common difference is also 1 by 2. Then we can find any term. We can find A30, we can find A90, we can find A50, we can find any term. Okay. But we have been asked to find A30. So A30 is equal to, what was the formula? An is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay. Last term formula was also same. Okay. So using this formula, A30 will be a plus 30 minus 1 means 29d. A is 1 by 2, 29 into what is d? It is also 1 by 2. LCM is 2. Okay. 1 plus 29. 1 plus 29 is 30. 30 by 2 is 15. Okay. So 30th term is equal to 15. We can find find the general formula for this AP also. Okay, if you want, for the previous example, the formula was 2p plus 3. We can find a formula for this AP also, if we want. Okay, an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. What is a? 1 by 2 plus d also 1 by 2, n minus 1 by 2. LCM 2, 1 plus n minus 1, 1 cancel, n by 2. So the formula for this AP, only for this AP, is n by 2. But you may not be asked for this. Always remember this formula. Okay? We are getting this formula for this AP from the general formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay? Let us move to another example. If Tn represents the nth term, okay, Tn is nth term, okay. I took An, here it is given Tn, same thing only, okay. In some books we will get An, in some books we will get Tn, okay. It is given T2 plus T5 minus T3 is 10. Okay, T2 plus T5 minus T3 is equal to 10. Okay, let us simplify this first. T2 means second term or A2. T2 means A2. What is A2? A plus 1D. A plus 2 minus 1 is 1, or simply D I am writing. T5 means A5. What is A5? A plus 4D. 5 minus 1 is 4. Minus, be careful, whenever you see negative sign, be careful, okay. T3 means A3. What is A3? A plus 2D. So here I can write, okay, I have written A, no problem. A plus 2D is equal to 10. So 2A plus 5D minus A minus 2D is 10. Okay, 2A minus A, okay, 2A minus A is A, 5D minus 2D is 3D, which is 10. Let it be equation 1. Okay, A plus 3D is equal to 10. We got equation 1. Now let us move to the second part. It is given T2 plus T9. Okay, T2 plus T9. Instead of T2 I am writing A2. Okay, A2 plus A9 is equal to 17. T and A are same. Okay, so in place of T you can write A, no problem. Okay, this is A2, this is A5, this is A3, this is AN. A2 means A plus D, A9 means A plus 8D is 17. So 2A plus 9D is 17. Equation 2. We got two equations, two unknowns, A and D. Now this is simultaneous linear equation class 9, which you know how to solve. Okay, so let us solve these two. A plus 3D is 10. Okay, A plus 3D is 10. 2A plus 9D is 17. I am using elimination method. Okay, I am using elimination method. I will equate the coefficient of A 2. So the first equation will become 2A plus 6D is 20. Okay, multiply 2. The second equation as it is, 2A plus 9D is 17. Okay. Now how to cancel these two? Same sign. So put minus. Okay. Minus, minus, plus, minus. minus plus minus. Okay, so 2a cancel. 6d minus 9d is equal to minus 3d. Okay, 20 minus 17 is equal to 3. D is equal to 3 by minus 3. Okay, which is minus 1. So we got D. Okay, next our target is A. A and D are very important. In this chapter, if you get A and D, you will get everything. Okay, next let us find A. Next let us find A. You can put this value in any of the two equations. Suppose I am putting in equation 1. A plus 3D is 10. So A plus 3 into minus 1 is 10. Because D is minus 1 we have got just now. So A minus 3 is 10. A is equal to 13. We have A, we have D, we can get anything. Let us see what is asked. Find its first term and the common difference. We have got first term is 13, common difference is minus 1. Okay. If you want, we can get the AP also. Okay. What will be the AP? First write the first term 13. Common difference is minus 1. So 13 minus 1 is 12. 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 minus 1 is 10. 10 minus 1 is 9. In this way it will continue. Okay. So this is the solution of the given example. Let us take one more example. Find the 10th term. Okay. Find the 10th term from the end, not from the beginning, from the last. Okay. From the end of the AP 49, 49, 14. Last is 254. A is 4. As you can see, common difference will be 9 minus 4, which is 5. Last term is 254. Okay. We have A and D. We can find any term of this AP. Okay. We can easily find 10th term from the beginning, from the left. But the question is different. You have to find 10th term from the last. It is a little different. Okay. So what you have to do here, let us reverse the AP. Okay. Reverse AP means I will start from 254. Now after 254, what will come? Means what is the previous term of 254? See from left to right, what is happening? Plus 5. 4 plus 5, 9. 9 plus 5, 14. Then plus 5, then plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. From left to right. Then what will happen from right to left? Obviously minus 5, minus 5. Okay. So 254 minus 5 is 249. Again minus 5 is 244. Okay. In this way, it will continue till 4. 9, 4. Okay. This is the reverse AP. After getting the reverse AP, completely forget the original AP. Forget the original AP. Okay. Now our A will be, first term will be 254. Common difference will be right minus left. Always right minus left. So 249 minus 254, which is minus 5. We have A and D, we can find any term. We will ask to find A10. Okay. So A10 is equal to A plus 9D. Okay, by formula, this formula. Okay. What is it? 254 plus 9 into minus 5. So 254 minus 45 which is 209. Okay, so when you get such a question to find a certain term from the end, from the last, what you have to do, you just have to reverse the AP. An AP will be given, you will reverse the AP. Then you can follow the formula. Okay. Let us move to another example. Suppose we have an example. How many multiples are there? Okay. How many multiples of 7 are there between 100 and suppose 900. Okay, there are many multiples of 7 in between 100 and 900. We have to find how many multiples are there. Okay, let us check. Now let us find the AP. Okay, uh, find the multiple of 7. Okay, find the multiple of 7. Find the multiple of 7 just above 700. Okay, 100 is not a multiple of 7. You have to find the first multiple of 7 just above 100. Okay, the first multiple is 105. Okay, see, it is divisible by 7. 7 1 is 7, 7 5 is 35. 7 into 15 is 105. Okay, so this is the first term of the AP. The next multiple will be obviously 112 means plus 7. We are taking multiples of 7, so 7 7 you have to add. Okay, the next multiple will be 119 means plus 7 because you are taking multiples of 7. In this way it will continue. Clearly 900 is not a multiple of 7. Okay, 900 is not divisible by 7. Find the multiple of 7 just below 900. Okay, just below 900. Let us find 900 by 7. Okay, I am converting into mixed fraction is equal to 7 1 is 7 20, 7 2 is 14 16, 7 is 56, 4 by 7. Okay, so 900 by 7 is equal to 128 whole 4 by 7. Okay, so the last multiple for this AP and the multiple of 7 just below 900 will be 7 into 128 or simply 900 minus 4. This is the remainder. This is divisor. Okay. This is divisor. This is quotient. This is remainder. Okay. When you want to find the multiple of a certain number, just below a certain number, you have to subtract the remainder from the dividend. This is the dividend. Okay. 900 is the dividend. So what is 900 minus 4? 896. Okay. So this is the last term. You can check. It is divisible by 7. 7 1 is 7, 19. 7 2 is 14, 56. 7 is 56. I told 7 into 120 will give you the number. Okay. So this is the last term of the AP. Okay. See here, since 100 was a very small number, so I could find the first multiple of 7 just above 100. Just above 100. Okay. If you get a greater number, suppose if you want to find the first multiple of 7 just above 600, suppose just above 600, it is not a small number. Okay, so how to do that? Again, use this method. Okay, but it will be a little different. Okay, in this case I wanted the multiple of 7 just below 900. So I subtracted. But here in this case, I want to find the multiple of 7 just above 600, not below. Okay, so this time I will not subtract. Okay, so let us convert to mixed fraction. 7 is a 56, 40, 7 is a 35, 5 by 7. Okay, if I want multiple of 7 just below 600, then I have to subtract this 5 from 600. That is 595. Okay, but I want the multiple of 7 just above 600. So what I have to do, take the difference between the divisor and the remainder. What is the difference between 7 and 5? 2. Add that 2 to the dividend. 600 plus 2 is 602. Okay, you could have used this same method here. Okay, if you divide 100 by 7, the remainder will be 5. Okay, sorry, the remainder will be 2. Sorry. If you divide 100 by 7, the remainder will be 2. Now, what is the difference between 7 and 2? 5. Add that 5 to 100 to get 105. This is the first multiple of 7. Okay, so successfully we have got the AP. Now, what type of AP is it? Finite or infinite? See, that is last term, so definitely this is a finite AP. This is a finite AP. We have been asked to find how many multiples. Means we have been asked to find how many terms are there in this AP. And we have been asked. Okay, let us find A. A is 105. What is D? 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7. The last term is 896. Okay, this L will give us the number of terms because the formula of L was A plus n minus 1 D. We have L, we have A, we have D. Simply we have to find n. Okay, so let us use the formula. A plus n minus 1 D is L. Okay, so 105 plus 7 n minus 1 is 896. D7 n minus 1. Okay, 7 whole n minus 1 is 896 minus 105. Okay, 896 minus 105 will be 796, 791. Okay, 791. Now n minus 1, 7 will go that side, right side. So by 7. So 791 by 7 is 1, 1, 3. N is equal to 113 plus 1, which is 114. So there are 114 multiples of 7 in between 100 and 900. Okay. So when you get such question, you have to solve like this. Now this is the last number of this video, first part. Okay. If the numbers n minus 2 for n minus 1, 5n plus 2, this is 5. Okay, this is 5. These three numbers are in AP. They are in AP. Okay, are in AP. We have been asked to find the value of n. We have been asked to find n, and next two terms. First term, second term, third term. You have to find fourth term and fifth term. Two more terms you have to find. First, let us get n. Okay, first let us get n. We know that in arithmetic progression, the common difference is constant. This minus this should be equal to this minus this. So A2 minus A1 is equal to A3 minus A2, because this is the common difference. So for n minus 1 minus n minus 2. Don't forget to put bracket, otherwise you will commit mistake because there is negative sign. Whenever you see negative sign, be careful. A3 is 5n plus 2 minus A2 is 4n minus 1. Okay? 4n minus 1 minus n plus 2 is 5n plus 2 minus 4n plus 1. Okay? 4n minus n is 3n, minus 1 plus 2 is 1, 5n minus 4n is n, 2 plus 1 is 3. This is a linear equation, you can easily solve it. So 3n minus n is 2n, 3 minus 1 is 2, so clearly n is 1. We got n. Now easily you can find the next two terms, but before that you have to find these three terms. Okay? A1 is equal to n minus 2. N minus 2 means 1 minus 2, which is minus 1. A2 is 4n minus 1. So 4n minus 1 means n is 1. N is 1. 4 into 1 is 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. A3 is 5n plus 2. 5 into 1 is 5. 5 plus 2 is 7. Okay. Now just get the common difference. Just get the common difference. What is the common difference? D is equal to, take any two terms. Suppose 7 minus 3. A3 minus A2. Or A2 minus A1. Anyone you can do. Which is 4. Once you get D, you can find any term. Okay. So what will be A4? A3 plus D. The previous term plus common difference will give you the next term. Okay. So A3 plus D means 7 plus 4, which is 11. Okay. So A4 is 11. What is A5? The previous term means 11 plus D. So 11 plus 4, which is 15. Okay. So I hope you have understood this video, the first part, arithmetic progression. Thank you for watching. Okay.